Wow, look at that. We're live for another Joking Adventure Hour. This is Monday, June 22nd, 2023. Hello to X Rumble and BitChute. Hello to YouTube. Hello to lurkers and bots. Hello to the chat. Hello to George.
Greetings, everybody. Greetings.
We stream every night because stories are real, but the news may be fake.
Oh, yeah.
Be sure get your get.
Except for the news in Canada, it's not fake, sir. It's not fake. Okay? The news in
Usuries.
Canada is not fake.
All right.
They're the best bot news everywhere in the world.
Everywhere in the world.
Yes.
You know, maybe your prime minister will regenerate.
No, my prime minister is a genius. Just saying.
What, you don't think he'll regenerate back into Trudeau?
No. Don't talk fantasy, sir.
Be sure you get your copy of The Immortal Mask, a 200-page graphic novel, independently created and published by yours truly. You can get it on my website, denali's.com, criticalblast.com, and amazon.com. .coms.
Yep.
Lost Mean Archives. In 1998, Microsoft demos Windows 98 live on stage. They plugged in a scanner to show off the USB support. The computer immediately blue screen in front of Bill Gates. He just smiled and said, "That's must be why we are not shipping Windows 98 yet."
Oh, embarrassing. Yes. By the way, something similar happened to Steve Jobs when he was testing one of the computers.
Yeah.
Right, during a conference.
Yeah.
And the genius, he already was ready for a crash.
Yeah.
All he had a switch.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a whole second computer system running in parallel, and all he had to do is just switch the switch on the monitor, and he's running the second computer system. I saw it in action, and it was absolutely incredible. No one really paid attention. All right, please continue.
Yeah, here you go. There you go here.
Yes, he's going to go back to his programmers that he bought and paid for. And he said, "I got clashed during a video conference. Not good.
Yeah.
Not good."
Yeah. Look, he's trying to hold it together. He's trying to hold it, that what is it, that rocking.
Yeah.
You'll notice he'll try to resist. See? He's resisting right now. That rocking.
Yeah, he's doing. Gosh darn it.
See? He's like, no, I can't rock. I'm pissed off. I'm gonna say strong words after this. Strong and abusive words. The Fats dude, listen to Jacob Rockwell was fined for running a red light in Pensacola, Florida. The only thing is Jacob wasn't in Florida. He was in Alabama. He sounded off at a local city meeting recently, and his concerns goes beyond one citation. All right.
So please don't violate my rights. Normally, I wouldn't come to a city council meeting. I'm one of the county's pains in the ass. Historically, I stay out of the city, and the city stays out of my business. It was a pretty decent arrangement. But then y'all sent me one of these tickets from one of your AI red light cameras you have deemed as necessary infrastructure in your city. Thing about this is I was in Seminole, Alabama at the time I allegedly ran this red light downtown. How can I be in two places at once, you ask? Don't worry, I asked myself that too. Outside of Scotty beaming me up 30 miles in an instant, the only logical conclusion is I wasn't there. These things have been deemed unconstitutional for this reason, because the enforcement action of 316.0083 unduly shifts the burden of proof to the vehicle owner, me, to prove my innocence rather than the state having to prove my guilt. Currently, I'm guilty by default. I've been convicted by a computer program. Usually this whole mess of who committed the infraction is settled by a police officer pulling somebody over and actually witnessing them in the driver's seat. The AI camera doesn't do any driver verification whatsoever. To get your constitutionally mandated due process, you have to jump through hoops put up by Automated Enforcement Division, a private company in Orlando that's owned by another corporation called Novoa Global, which is owned by a Chilean-Swedish millionaire named Carlos Hofstedt. So not only does this process flow through a private company...
Hofstedt?
Hofstedt. A
Is it-
Chilean
yeah.
Swedish billionaire.
I think it sounds like a guy that's
Mhm.
was around Hogan's Heroes time.
Exactly. Hostek. Hostek. Yes, sir. Hostek. What are you doing? Nothing, sir. Just chilling here.
Yeah. Continue.
Our DMV records and personal registration information are accessible by a foreign actor. But anyway, AED sends you this paper, and if you want to fight this thing because you are wrongfully accused, me again, you can't just request a hearing through PPD or the courthouse. Remember, Carlos is involved, so if you have to go through his company, his website, print off his paper, fill it out with enough information to take out a home loan, have it notarized, mail it to the foreign actor, Carlos in Orlando, and then wait for something from someone to tell you about a hearing. This is undue burden even to begin to try to get some kind of due process. Paying is super easy though, go figure. And about that, you can't pay cash. PPD doesn't accept it, and neither does Carlos. According to 31 USC 5103, all U.S. currency and coins must be accepted for all government obligations, fines, fees, taxes, and due. So not only does this whole thing violate constitutional due process, it violates federal law by not accepting U.S. currency to satisfy a government action. Whoever thought this was a good idea is a self-loathing, America-hating, bureaucratic hobgoblin whose pockets probably got stacked with Carlos bucks. You got my attention, though. I'm going to become a more frequent voice down here working to expose frauds and petty tyrants. Congratulations, you all got yourselves a new pain in the ass. Now,
Holy smokes. And the guy was just on vacation,
Yeah, he was in Alabama at the time of the incident. Huh. Those phantoms voters, George, it just appears
Yeah.
anywhere. Inevitable West of breaking. It's not really breaking, but right-wing populist El Tigre Abelardo has won the Colombian president election in a shock victory.
Oh, wait a minute. A shock victory?
Yeah.
Why did they electrocute the entire population? What?
Yeah, shocked them awake with all the bullshit that the leftist was giving for, a past
Wow.
40 years. Becoming a narco state doesn't help. Wall Street apes. More footage from the liberal pro-algae protests that took place in Washington, D.C. Liberal cheers for algae growth at the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool to spite Donald Trump cleaning the area. Imagine this being your life. I know we're all thinking, what are the chances people who have this much free time have a job? It is their job, George. We pointed that out so many times.
Yeah, well, there's a story just a little further down into the news
Yeah.
regarding this particular situation.
Well, according to AI, there's over 80% chance none of these people have a job and are relying on government assistance.
No.
They're
See, the AI is good, but it's not really good. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
stupid.
not smart. These
Yeah,
people do have a job.
Yeah,
And they're getting paid
hey, to
to
protest.
complain,
Yeah,
to protest.
exactly.
It is an actual job.
Yeah. See, if they're complaining, they're citizens, but if they're protesting, they're paid higher.
Protesting is the second oldest job
Exactly.
in the world. The first oldest job in the world is,
Prostitution.
there you go.
And I mean, look at it. The politicians are doing fantastically.
Yep, they are either prostitutes or they're just complaining about being prostitutes.
Exactly.
That is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party. I have spoken to His Majesty the King this morning.
Whoa.
That is why
I will resign?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not resigning.
That is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party.
Yeah, pause.
I have spoken to His Majesty.
If you resign, you say, this is
Alright.
why I resign.
Yeah. Or I have resigned.
Yeah, or I have resigned. And when
He's-
you say
he's
I
in
will
the process.
resign, yeah, it's like I pledge to give you $10 billion.
Yeah.
You give me the money? No, I pledge I'm going to give you that money.
Yeah.
But you're not giving me the money. Nope, I'm not giving you the money. I am pledging that I'm giving you the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's going to happen?
What?
He's going to leave, and they're going to install another guy with who has the
Worse.
the hairstyle on the going the other way.
Yeah, his name is what is it? Andy Odals? I think.
Oh, so the guy. So they already know.
Yeah. And who's left of this guy makes this guy looks conservative by comparison.
Oh my God. They're just flipping the what do you call it? They're just changing the chairs.
It's a musical chair at this time.
Yeah. All right.
Musical chair.
So what's this?
This is the Spectator Index saying Colombia current president Gustavo Petro says he does not recognize the results of the presidential election and suggests interference from Israel.
Yeah. Good luck with that, buddy. All right, next.
You didn't get your nephew didn't get the influx of USAID ID money. That's
Yeah.
that used to come from probably Mossad operatives as formed as aid. All right. So, UK politics. The UK will shortly have its 7th prime minister in 10 years after Kjarmer's resignation. So, here's all the people who's been prime minister in the last 7 years, George.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
They all look exactly the same.
Exactly. Blonde Gaffborough, UK, 7 PMs in 10 years, each worse than the previous. You know,
yeah, they were just swapping out. The same situation.
Yeah,
so everything's the same. We just swapped out the head, but you still got the same.
Didn't matter which party. You had the Tories and you had the Liberals, and they all worked the same. What are you talking about? There's only been one Labour. Yeah, but he felt like a Tory. Tory. You know, soon we'll get it. Attaboy. All right, Data Republican, small r, 3 days ago, someone declared that I should be executed simply for telling the truth on who killed Charlie Kirk. 14 people liked it. Here, I write the epidemic of assassination culture surrounding people like Miss Erica Kirk and the research backed by it and why Israel is such a flashpoint. So, posting Florida Chan. You are a traitor for Israel who should be tried and disposed accordingly. Swinging from a tree after being found guilty. End of story. Quote, unquote. Yikes. Data Republican, you should be forwarding that to the FBI.
What are the odds that will happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right, Fox News. President Trump threatens a 10-year prison sentence after photos and videos appear of showing people damaging and removing pieces of the newly renovated reflecting pool in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, he can do that.
Yeah.
It's a serious crime.
Yeah. Let's see. Donald J. Trump, of the many statues and fountains we have rebuilt, renovated, cleaned, and fixed, the only one that was vandalized was the reflecting pool, which is being taken care of ASAP. It has been given a 300-foot-long gash. Chemicals has been illegally placed in the water, and the beautiful new grass field has been destroyed with a giant 8647 chemically carved into it. Proudly inspired by Dirty Cup James Comey. Please remember, there is a 10-year prison sentence for destruction or even the attempted destruction of such things, which will be fully enforced. Thank you to your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. Believe it. Excuse me. Believe it.
Yep.
Speaking of the FBI, Kash Patel saying that, indictment is not conviction. I'm glad they corrected that, got that.
Thank you. As you heard from the Attorney General, the U.S. Attorney, former FBI Director James Comey has now been indicted for 2 felony counts. While many of you may read this indictment and view this matter as a simple investigation, it is the farthest thing from that. Every single investigation this FBI and our partners at the Department of Justice undertake, especially those that involve the threats to harm or hurt or even kill individuals, whether they hold public office or civilians in our country, are met with the same measure of investigative prowess and tools and personnel in partnership with the Department of Justice as anyone else. As the U.S. Attorney indicated, James Comey will be afforded every matter of due process under the United States Constitution. And as the Attorney General indicated, this has been a case that's been investigated over the past 9, 10, 11 months. These cases take time. Our investigators work methodically. They are career agents, career prosecutors who work these matters. They call the balls and strikes in the field as they see fit pursuant to the facts of the case and the law. They took that information and made a presentment to a grand jury, a jury of peers in the district in which the alleged crime took place. And that grand jury spoke, and that grand jury returned a 2-count indictment against James Comey. James Comey allegedly threatened the life of the President of the United States. Mm-hmm. And as you all now know, shortly after posting that threat, he deleted that threat and then issued an apology. All of that information was presented to the grand jury, and Mr. Comey will have his day in court and his ability to speak to a jury of his peers. Thank you.
All right.
Oopsie.
We'll see what happens. All right, George, you see this?
Yeah, it's White House will be Q posting today. And so this is the Q post, and it's full of secret messages, all in white. So you have to highlight it. Can you highlight the white area? Can you? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. There's nothing there. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, look at that. All the way.
Right here.
Still going. Oh, there it is. There is the extra space. Yes, there's the conspiracy theory. 2 spaces instead of 1.
On the 48 line.
Yeah.
Oh, by Q we mean quantum. Stay tuned.
This is a quantum posting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a trick.
Is it a trick? Lynn P. Brits are trying HEB Texas barbecue. Never knew that HEB served barbecue. The beef rib looked really good, and I bet they're not cheap.
That's a Bronto rib right there.
We're at HEB trying some proper Texas barbecue. Have a look at this.
Just gotta tell you, it's so
this is nice.
good.
It's good food. You know it's good when it just falls off the bone. Look at that.
Oh, yes.
That is gorgeous. Wow, this is the biggest rib I've ever seen.
Yes.
That HEB barbecue out of 10 then.
10 out of 10. Unbelievable.
Massive shout out to HEB barbecue manager John and pitmaster Samuel for a fantastic experience and some top-notch food. Cheers, lads.
There you go. There you go. You know. Lynn P.
Oh, gosh, that was amazing. That was
All
an
right.
amazing video.
Disclose.tv, U.S. Treasury grants Iran a temporary license, effectively waiving sanction, allowing the sales of Iranian oil until August of 21st. That's a big step.
Yep.
But the other thing that shocked me, a license, George? They have to pay a license to sell?
Yep, and that's the only way they know. It's going to cost them money. They gotta feel it.
Yeah. All right. The general, Alan Greenspan, the longtime chairman of the Federal Reserve and architect of current American economy, has died at the age of 100 years old.
Oh, well, did you see Alan Greenspan talking to Congress in the House committee and all that stuff? He had words. He was using words and sentences that were so freaking confusing. Even if you had a dictionary and an AI helping you with it, you still wouldn't know what the heck he's saying.
That's the point. If he talked plainly, then he what's the word I was going to look for? Oh yeah, if he talked plainly and understood the amount of bullshit that he was doing to the American people, they would become a mob and run him out of town. Oh, by the way, Colonel Talon Watkins, a concerned citizen, reported several people lying in the back of a parked Jeep with the back seat removed using sleeping bags and blanket at a motel in extreme heat. This is greater than 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Agents found the Jeep belonged to Stephen Garcia. Inside Garcia...
Who's Garcia?
That's the smuggler.
Oh.
Inside Garcia's motel room, they discover 13 migrants, 10 Mexicans, 2 Vietnamese, 1 Nicaraguan, being harbored. Garcia was arrested and charged with the Alien Smuggling and Harboring Act, which is 8 U.S.C. 1324. The migrants were processed for deportation. Can you imagine? You suffer all that pain and hot weather just to say, "Oh, by the way, we caught you. You're going back." And this is Chief Rosario Pete Vasquez. Smuggling operation disguised as a hotel stay. Agent arrested a U.S. citizens who turned a hotel room into a different stash house, cramming 13 illegal aliens from 3 different countries into one small room. While the smuggler faces federal alien smuggling charges, the 13 illegal aliens will be processed for deportation. Human smuggling is a serious crime with real consequences. The U.S. Border Patrol is committed to protecting our borders and upholding the law. All those 13 aliens can no longer come legally to the United States for 20 years. They will be barred.
Wow.
Yeah. So, if you see something, say something. Discussing film. Google is investing $75 million into A24 production studio as part of an AI research partnership between the two companies. They will look at using AI to create new tools for movie production and distribution.
What? Isn't A24 a movie studio?
Yes.
Things that make go,
Looks like and new tools to make it easier and more, how you would say, consistent.
Is this the AI that George has been talking about? No, it's not. No, that's already in Disney's hands.
Yeah.
This is the flavor of the same AI.
Mm-hmm.
You see, what's happening is OpenAI has put their whole, movie generating system into Disney's hands.
Yeah.
So says George.
So say George.
So say George.
So say
Right.
George.
Yeah. George says. All right.
So say
So
George.
this the hypothesis.
Mm-hmm.
Sona is this Sona? Yeah, it was Sona, right?
For Google?
No. What was the OpenAI?
Sora.
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 Yeah, George thinks Sora is in Disney's hands. So
Yes.
Google is trying to compete
Yes.
with Sora.
Okay.
But they're not going to give it to the public. They're going to give it to the studios.
Yes.
Oh, no. Not the studios. Yes, the studios
Studios.
are going to be having a stable AI, movie generating stable AI, right?
Yep.
Stable AI, movie generating, whatever.
Right.
But it's stable, right? And what does the dumb fucks on Twitter and everywhere else say? Oh, look,
Yeah.
I spent $30 and I made this $1 billion clip that runs 10 seconds. And
Yay!
it's yay! Studios are dying. Studios are gonna die. They're dying. All that stuff, right?
No, they're
Blah, blah,
evolving.
blah. And it's like you go, okay, so you did it for 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Okay,
We're going to do it for an hour.
Can you stabilize it? Can you make sure that it's consistent through, across the entire
Different
timeline
different
of your
angles.
yes,
Yeah.
all that stuff? No, you can't.
No.
Okay, so you're full of shit.
Oh,
You're
by the
just
way, when
creating
you
a
lose
meme.
access, are you able to reproduce it when you lose access?
Yeah. Are you able to come back to that scene and render it again
Yeah.
exactly the same way?
Mm,
No. Oh, that's a
that's
shame.
a shame.
Or,
Bye-bye.
you're just doing memes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you're doing. You're just doing one-off memes. That's it. You're wasting your time bitching that Hollywood's going to lose it all because you are in a basement spending $30 a month doing memes. That's not how Hollywood works. They don't give a shit about you and your little one-offs. And they really don't give a shit about Elon saying, oh, by the end of the year, we're going to be doing full movies. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's
This
not going to happen.
You know what? This is the same argument about when CGI was introduced.
Oh my God, I was there at the start of it.
Yeah.
People bitch and complain. Oh, you're using computers to do your combo? Well, yeah. I want consistency. I want, I want spaceships and buildings to be consistent.
Yeah.
Oh no. That ruins the artistic value. You got to have the hand drawn
And now
all that
everybody's
stuff.
using digital tools.
Yeah, it's like, here's a good one, right? Someone says, oh, you used AI to draw that. It goes, you do realize AI is incorporated into Photoshop, and everyone's got Photoshop. Everyone who's an artist, a serious professional artist, already has Photoshop or a subscription to Photoshop. And that subscription to Photoshop has AI built into it. So whether you're coloring, painting, inking, doing whatever in Photoshop, you already got AI assisting you. Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
And all these people going, oh no, oh yeah. And this is the best one I love, right? So you train the AI on your artwork, right? Like I've done with the Barbarian Martian and other stuff, right? I'm doing a Critical Blast.
Mm-hmm.
And RJ told me one time, he goes, well, this is copying somebody else's art. He goes, yeah, but it's trained on the artist's art. That's it. Oh, well, hurrah. It's like, you're a bunch of stupid people. You bitch and complain that the AI is stealing other people's art. But then when you actually train it on your own art,
wait, George,
you can't handle it.
Wait, George, I have a question.
Yeah.
Tracing.
What about it?
No, isn't some famous artists known for tracing?
Oh yeah. Was it Greg Land? Yeah. Oh, you want to go even further?
Yeah.
All right. So they bitch complain when it was swiping, right? Back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Swiping, like you see a picture of a moped.
Yeah.
You cut it out and you put it into your comic strip.
Right.
Right? That's called swiping.
Yeah.
But then they complain about it when it used the photocopy machine. Why? because you can photocopy the background, paste it into the next panel, slightly rotate it or whatever, and then draw your figure on top of it. Right? And they bitch and complain about that. Oh no. Then they bitch and complain about airbrushing. Then they bitch and complain about computers.
Yep.
And then they bitch and complain about computers, taking over the production.
Right.
Right. For which I was ahead of the curve by 10 years.
Yeah.
All right. And then they bitch and complain about AI. You're stealing other people's artwork. Okay, great. No one okay, great. You know what happens with smart people using AI? They train the AI on their artwork.
Their own artwork, yeah.
Their own artwork. And what happens?
And that's already been happening. Prominent artists have already been doing that.
The smart people,
yeah,
they just don't tell you that they're doing it.
Exactly.
And it's happening. It's happening in Japan way more than anybody else.
Yeah.
And they are already ahead of the curve.
We already ran a story where a prominent artist in Japan in a prominent video game company trained his art for a video game.
Yeah. But this is even further than that. We're talking about manga. How they produce manga every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone's slaving over. Multiple artists slave over the same production.
Yeah,
it was a ghost artist, right?
Well, it's basically the main artist and then the assistants doing all the background.
Yeah, 14 assistants, right?
Yeah.
Well, those are literally ghost artists, unless they actually get credited. They're called ghost artists,
right?
Right. Well, now they have the AI, so the artist doesn't have the artists. Right, they still get employed, but they're more efficient. They're able to go home at a decent hour.
Yeah,
they don't have to sit there do 36 hours a day.
2 hours
and it gets even better. Just recently, Todd McFarlane said in an interview, he goes, "Yeah, I'm using AI. I got my artists." He said, give me 20 guns. Or 20 sci-fi design guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I got 20 guns instantly. I go like, okay, I like something like, I like that design right there. Okay, work out a tighter design and give me something detailed, right? My artist is still there. He's able to produce, give me 20 choices that I can work off of, than say 2 or 3. Of course, I'm going to use AI. And they're going like, oh yeah, hurrah. Well, yeah, you know what? They bitch complain when Image Comics was using computers to produce their books at the very beginning, while everyone else was stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They use computer coloring. Oh no, we're going to lose the traditional colorist. We're losing them because of computer coloring. That didn't turn out the way people thought, did it? Because the traditional colorists kept their skills. They incorporated it into the computers. They were using computers, and they did that much better work. It's like no one gives a fuck about the people who complain about AI. No one gives a fuck about them. They are statistically invisible next to the overall audience in the world. They're just a bunch of wimpy complainers who gladly pay a Tuesday for a hamburger today. It's just what this is going on here is basically Google knows OpenAI has a deal, has already deals happening. So they want to keep it up. They want to keep up. They do not want. And you know what the studios have said very simply.
Wait until this works out. And then Google via YouTube says, "Hey guys, for a premium, we can give you access to a lower tier, or not as good as uh, tools
Yeah.
For your YouTube productions.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll definitely perfect the tools with Disney, with A24,
Yeah.
and every other studio. And the studios are gonna say very clearly, if the studios don't say this, they're dumbasses. But the studios are gonna say clearly, we have exclusive on the stable AI.
Yeah.
If you want to sell a weaker version to the people, sure, go ahead and do that. But the premium package, the stable package,
Yeah.
that's all under Hollywood control.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if this gets into the hands of the people, right, we'll just sue the fuck out of you. You'll be mired in lawsuits because people are going to be generating our content with the AI.
Yep.
And Hollywood, they despite the failures that's going on, they have the money to keep lawsuits going on forever. If they can, they will. They will have lawsuits going on constantly, with Google, with anybody and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Right? As they'll just make people burn money just to keep the lawsuit going. This is a high stakes system here, high stakes game.
Yeah.
That's there's only one way. There's only one winner, and that is Hollywood. That is the studios. They have stable AI. Everybody else doesn't, and they will never have it. And there's no way for a normal Joe Schmo to be able to do that. Even with a Raspberry Pi with 4 super processors attached to it, it will not be able to compete with Hollywood. Because that little system there is built for communication and mathematics. It's not built for generating artwork. It's not built for generating videos. That data structure is exponentially bigger than communication and mathematic calculations.
Well,
just a little factoids.
Just a factoids.
Just a factoid.
Just a factoids.
And by the way, SpaceX, or was it Starlink, with its what do you call AI servers in space?
Yeah.
You think they're going to be sitting there going like, okay, everybody and anybody will have access to the AI, super database out there, so you can process your AI requests and all that stuff? No, no way. No, you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to pay for it, up the wazoo. Google, Amazon, they're all going to jump on the bandwagon and pay for access to that super cluster of a super AI cluster for their services. And what will you do? Oh well, you can what is it? $30 a month with Grok, or $11 a month with Grok.
Yeah.
Maybe premium Grok will be $30, and super Grok is like $500 a month.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See how far that those numbers get you.
You'll do it.
Yeah. And you got guardrails. Yeah. you'll discover very quickly that little premium package that you're getting, it's not going to allow you to do everything that you're asking for, thinking of doing.
Do it. Yep. Microsoft is facing backlashes from Pirate Nation, as once again it's set to automatically install the Microsoft 360 Copilot app on eligible Windows PC with Microsoft 360 apps. User says Microsoft should not add apps without asking first.
They haven't learned their lesson yet, have they?
Yeah, they need to keep pushing. The rollout paused earlier this year after complaints. It's scheduled to resume on July 1st. Microsoft has confirmed that the automatic installation will not apply to customers in the European Economic Area, including all EU countries, due to regional rules. So, everybody else, you're going to have to suffer the Copilot. Or, go to your computer and disable it. Or disable automatic installs. Pastel. El Salvadorans are boasting that President Bukele has turned this once violent country into the opposite of Europe. Instead of rampant gangs and no-go zone, the people are feeling safe and thriving. There has been a 98% decline in homicide. Incredible what ruling with an iron fist over crime can do. So basically, the streets are clean. Everything looks clean. This place is starting to look like Europe.
Wow.
Yes, Europe right now. Europe from the times before times. So, discussing film, a Thundercats movie is in the work at Warner Brothers Animations. I don't see them succeeding somehow. But you know what? I think it's a smarter decision than making a live-action Thundercats. Less costly. SCOTUS Wire. The Supreme Court reinstated a New York man's murder conviction, holding that the federal habeas court cannot overturn a state conviction based on legal rules and the Supreme Court has never clearly established. Justice Sotomayor dissents, joined by Kagan and Jackson. So the three liberals on the courts. So let's see. So the Anti-Terrorism and Effective Death Penalty Act of 1996 imposed strict limits on federal courts' power to grant habeas relief to a prisoner convicted in the state court. District courts and courts of appeal have sometimes chafed it under these restraints when they have strayed too far from the modest role that the AEDPA prescribed. We have summarily reversed their decisions. We must do the same today. The second court ordered habeas relief in this case based on its holding that a state court decision was contrary to and involved an unreasonable application of Missouri and Surber 542 U.S. 600 2004 because the decision approved by a trial judge refusal to tell a jury how to apply Surber, or more precisely, how to apply what the Second Circuit understood to be the holding in that case. 28 USC 2254 D1, but Shelbert said nothing about the jury instruction. For this reason, another Second Circuit exceeded the rule that the AEDPA prescribed. So what that means is that this guy got off murder because the judge supposedly failed to give instruction to the jury during the proceedings.
Wow.
And now the Supreme Court says, hey, that wasn't what the decision on Missouri versus Shelburne was about. And you're going to have to reverse that decision and actually say, no, this guy is guilty of murder and should be sentenced. I think this is important because this is going to be one of those loopholes and precedents that a lot of people are going to try to shaft when, the hammer comes down and more prosecutions about it. This is another step of breaking that, two-tier justice system. Have you noticed that every time the courts have been deciding something, even if it looks bad at first, if you look at the long view of things, it actually is good because they're dismantling all the loopholes and all the ways that, hey, if you're poor or you're an innocent, you don't have that financial power, you'll get screwed over compared to somebody who's rich or famous or connected who'll be able to move forward, kind of deal. So this is another piece of dismantling that two-tier system.
Holy smokes!
but it's so simple that people are overlooking it and don't realize what the enormousness of this is. It's just
That's incredible.
yeah. So we're seeing it live, real time, the dismantling of that two-tiered justice system. So, here's the guy, Andy Burnham. Well, aptly named Burnham. He's going to burn everything. So, Keir Starmer will remain as PA until the labor leadership contests conclude, and almost certainly Andy Burnham is elected. So, basically, that's why he'll say he will resign the moment this guy or somebody else gets elected, but mostly this guy, who looks like doing his damn best impression of Rachel Maddow.
Yeah.
All right, Eric. Breaking: Elon Musk indicate he's suing Representative Ro Khanna after Khanna says that Elon needs to answer for the 4.5 million kids dying because of Doge cut. Elon says it's time to sue this liar. The reality is the money was being sent to corrupt politicians under the guise of aides, liars, and stock insider traders like Ro. The robbers should be in prison. The standard applied by Doge was very simple and easy. Provide contact information for recipient of aid so we can confirm it's not fraudulent.
Oopsie.
So I'm going to imagine how Discovery is going to look like, because whatever happens,
It's gonna be a bitch, man.
exactly. The Department of War CTO. Are you enjoying the show? Refill your popcorn. You'll love this next part. American Q Quantum Dominance. Oh, by the way, George,
Go on.
activation word Ronald McDonald.
What? Oh no! Everybody picked up on that.
No, and this is from this isn't regular citizens, George.
I know.
This is the White House Deputy War Room Director.
I know her. I know Est.
Yeah. So this is a government employee saying activation word Ronald McDonald. So you know what, with the whole quantum posting, we're going to see a lot of attacks happening. Moving on, Robbie Starbucks. I think leftists are being mad about refurbishing a pool has to be the dumbest political controversy of the last decade. Just hilarious, unthinkable, dumb.
$1.1 million for y'all to watch porn scum. Our money's really being fucking spent well for y'all to watch porn scum. Let's go, Ogden. Let's go. So the National Guard could come and watch porn scum. $1.1 million a day so the National Guard could come and watch porn scum. Y'all trying to find something to arrest me for, aren't y'all? Right? You're going to try to find something to arrest me for.
George, do you want to take a crack at it?
No.
All right. Hey, George. Hey, George.
LG passed this.
Okay. Hey, George.
Yeah.
The water is turning the frog gay.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, sorry. You got me on that one. Oh, that's a perfect joke right there. Oh, that's an absolutely perfect joke. Well done, sir. Slow clap right there.
Well executed punchline.
Yeah, well executed. I mean, I can't top it. It's absolutely perfect.
There you go. Now, this gentleman has something to say. Mark says, what if we stole Elon Musk's $1 trillion? This guy has an answer to that question.
We should take Elon Musk's $1 trillion and use it to solve world hunger.
Except Africa's been given $2.6 trillion in foreign aid since 1960.
How about we use it to fix the education system?
Except the US already spends $1.3 trillion a year on it.
Let's end poverty then.
Except America's already spent over $22 trillion fighting poverty.
We should just tax him more.
Except, if you had a bet on who could solve a major world problem, would you pick the government or Elon?
Yeah, probably the guy landing rockets backwards.
Exactly.
We should
Yep.
This is beautiful. But think about it, George. $22 trillion, George, to end poverty. Except, it was ending poverty, just not the American citizens' poverty, is the poverty of everybody else.
Yep.
That's how they've been able to do 35 hours work days and 6 months of paid vacations. Jordan, NVIDIA may have just solved the data center water waste. Their new liquid cool AI factory, Blackwell and Rubin, use a closed loop system plus dry coolers to drop water consumption by nearly 100% versus traditionally cooling. Near zero facility water use. Hotter than a hot tub, the 45 Celsius breakthrough to cool AI biggest machines. So now there's even less reason why to use water in those data center storage.
Yep.
So what are they using those data centers for?
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, that's that you don't look there. Don't look behind the screen. Telling you, White House is trolling tonight or today. The White House always trusts 47. Q. America's will be the world's leader in quantum technology. Make America great again. Feels oddly familiar, George.
Yep.
I don't know what. I just can't cue that idea. Polymark Tucker Carlson announces he's officially leaving the Republican Party. What about that? What do you think about that, George?
No one cares.
You don't care? That's strange.
No one cares.
Nobody cares?
Just do interviews, man. That's it. Do what you're good at.
But he is, but nobody's watching anymore.
Yeah, he messed up.
Yeah. FBI Director Kash Patel, Abraham Khaldun Hillman, is being charged with one of the biggest Medicare scam in history, allegedly orchestrating a massive $3.7 billion scheme to defraud Medicare. He's been on the run since May of 25, and we got him. Thanks to the outstanding FBI Miami, the Justice Department, and our partners in Turkey, Hilmi was apprehended overseas, and after a foreign transfer of custody, he is back in the U.S. to face justice. This is just another massive win for this FBI war of fraudster, with the White House task force led by VP Vance, and a monumental victory for the administration, showing that any criminal actor who steals from the American taxpayer will be caught no matter where they try to hide. Special thanks to Tom Barak, who continues to be an invaluable player to us. This case could not been accomplished without his tireless work. Tom Barak.
Wow.
Hey, George. You want to hear a little conspiracy theory?
All right, could do it.
All right. what this is, this is basically a story of how we're killing the money laundering network scheme. This is probably a one of those money laundering guy, this defraud for $3.7 billion. This couldn't come just from this guy. This was a coordinated action. He was a node to do this scheme that's been happening for decades. This is why they kept saying, oh, there's not going to be any money for Medicare by 2030 because this guy was in charge of extraction procedure. Now we were able to locate it, and now we cut off another source of funding for these assholes.
Oh, they cut the funding off.
Yeah.
Which
So what
means that they can revitalize it. Oh shit.
Yeah, because that's $3.7 billion no longer being sent anywhere. Oh, by the way,
Shit.
Barack used to be a private equity real estate investor and founder and retired chairman of Colony Capital, a publicly traded real estate investment trust. This guy served as ambassador for Turkey and also ambassador for Syria and also special envoy for Iraq.
Wow.
So so this guy knows
He knows something.
this Tom Barack, who's the ambassador, is connected to the goings on of the Middle East. Where was that $3.7 billion going to? Let's see who capitulates. Oh wait, Keir Starmer is saying he's capitulating today, and we caught this person. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you want to do 1984 double speak, George, Tom Barack can also be considered as Uncle Tom Barack.
Wow.
Because Barack Hussein Obama could also be, giving information out. So you have multiple ways of thinking of this outside the box.
That just blows my mind.
Yeah. By the way, President Trump signs the executive order today, June 22nd, 2026. I hear some of it.
Seth, who's with us, Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick, Secretary of Energy Chris Wright, Director of the Office of Science and Technology Policy Michael Kratsios. Thank you, Michael. Director of OMB Russ Vogt, who's cutting the budget by physicist John Martinez. Thank you. Should you tell him how many years ago it was?
Well, about 40 years ago.
It's pretty good, and you still look good.
40 years ago, George.
Yeah.
Keep that number in mind.
Great job. I've been waiting for one of them too. They don't think 8 wars is enough. I have to do 12 or 13, I think, even though nobody's ever done one. Quantum technologies represents the next generation of innovation across computing, sensing, and networking with enormous significance for our country's economic growth, scientific research, and cyber security. It's really a big deal that we're doing today, and the country is doing really well, as you know.
See the gold tie?
Yep.
Gold tie is golden age, also golden dome, aka this is golden dome technology that's going to be used. Also, these guys right here, they most likely they all have Q clearance because the Department of Energy is Q clearance necessary.
Wow, holy smokes.
Yeah.
In 2018, I signed the National Quantum Initiative Act into law, which led to doubling the federal government investment in quantum research and development. I think you all know about that. That helped unleash billions of dollars of private investment in America's quantum industrial base, promoting significant scientific and technological progress like we've never seen before, actually. We want to keep that positive momentum going in America with the orders that I'm signing today, and these will really have place it a big step forward. We're already the leader by a lot, and we're going to be now the leader by a lot more. The first executive order launches a national effort to produce a quantum computer capable.
Man. Holy smokes.
Yeah, look.
What a white shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Hey, George, what's the 17th letter of the alphabet?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P,
Q.
Shut up, you bastard. Oh, shit, really?
Yes.
Ah, come on.
Q.
Count that. No, you got to be wrong in your count. Do it one more time.
What? The alphabet?
No, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh my God. All right. At this point, I am firmly convinced we are in a simulation.
Yes.
Of God's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Performing important scientific calculations and to develop quantum-enabled sensors and networks in the next 5 years, and we're going to be investing in American quantum.
They already just put everything going to already has.
Quantum leadership like never before to stay ahead of the pack. We're way ahead right now. We'll keep it that way. The second order I'm signing directs federal agency to transition to what is called quantum cryptography. Do anybody know what that is? You're going to hear very soon, so you're going to find it.
Quantum cryptographing. George?
I don't know what it is, but sure.
You don't know what quantum cryptographing is?
I have no idea.
It's
is that the photography kind of thing where they create the chips?
Well, that's one of it. No, this is the foundation of internet security. You know, the blockchain situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, quantum key distribution, secure data.
Oh, okay.
So, quantum. This is quantum using quantum bits, qubits. George?
Gee whiz.
Interesting. Cryptography for their computer systems by 2031 and to lead the way for wider adoption of these extremely strong security standards. America is celebrating 250 years of ingenuity, innovation, and invention this year, and today's commitments to quantum leadership will help secure that legacy for decades to come. I just want to say before we introduce a couple of the people, we're doing very well with respect to the Hormuz Strait. We took in more oil yesterday than has ever gone through the strait. You probably see that. We have an oil gusher. The strait is totally open. You know that. We're negotiating. We'll see how that all goes. But We have two things. We have an open strait, and we have a country that will never have a nuclear weapon. Will never, ever have a nuclear weapon.
He's been consistent with that
So
since
now
the
I'd like
80s.
to invite Michael Kratsios, Director of the Office of Science and Technology Policy, to say a few words, followed by National Cyber Director Sean Karen Cross and Secretary Wright, who's doing a fantastic job over in Venezuela and every place else he touches. Venezuela, by the way, has been amazing. We are really having a great relationship with that country, taking out tremendous amounts of oil, far, far more than that particular war cost, many, many times, sending it to Houston, sending it to Louisiana, sending it to lots of places. And Venezuela is also doing well. Venezuela is doing better than it's done in maybe ever. So it's been an amazing,
Since the 70s.
It's been an amazing situation. Where did you ever hear of getting money back from the war by 42 times over, right, Pete? Nobody does that.
Gaining money back from the war 42 times over.
Wow.
And I think Iran, I can say on a sort of a different scale, is in its own way working out very well. Maybe it's hard to say just as well, but maybe almost just as well. And we're doing very well in terms of negotiating a fair and reasonable deal. One of the things that we are doing also, and it came up last night, is money that's being unfrozen is going to be used to buy food, and the food's going to be bought exclusively through the United States from our farmers. And corn, soybeans, all of the things they need are going to be bought from our farmers. So our farmers are very happy. I've had a lot of calls. They were very happy about that. So now I'd like to ask Michael to say a few words, and we'll follow up by the other two gentlemen, or three gentlemen, and then if anybody has anything to say, and we'll take some questions at the end. So Michael, go ahead.
So, Mr. President.
All right.
Okay, wow. I'm thoroughly impressed here. Wow.
Yeah. So, I guess, did we want to continue to another 30 minutes? But, yeah, no. I think that's the important bits.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah.
That was important. That was huge.
Yeah. So, I think we'll need that quantum computing for all the robots. I think Elon Musk is going to usher out. Who, because they're going to use quantum bits, right? So it's going to be less than a kilobyte?
Wow.
Oh, by the way, if you this is Tiffany Sweet, National Quantum Initiative at quantum.gov. Here's the agency involved. This is the president, the vice president, the Air Force, U.S. Army, DARPA. Let's see. Department of War, Department of Energy, Department of Homeland Security, Department of State. Not sure what this one is right there. But you also have NASA, Department of Justice, the NSF, the National Institute of Health, the NIST, the Department of National Intelligence, the USDA, Department of Interior, Department of United States Patents and Trademark Office.
Oopsie.
And U.S. Department of, Department of Navy, Department of National Security, missed those. But, yeah. This is all Q, George. Just interesting. Interesting. Scottish Wire, Judge Sparkle Shukhanan has struck down Trump's administration's expanded safe voter verification system, ruling that the federal agency unlawfully created a centralized database containing Social Security and citizenship data to facilitate mass voter verification.
What?
That's the most retarded thing I ever heard.
It sounds like it.
Excuse me. What is Social Security except a centralized database? And what is a citizenship data except a centralized database?
It's just the way it is.
I mean, Sparkle shook. I mean, you can almost feel what kind of person that individual is. Sparkle shook. And then,
Yep.
My mixtapes. Microsoft is reportedly considering selling Xbox or spinning it off to an independent company. The internet wants Elon Musk to buy it. Yeah, please. I mean, he doesn't have to change it. It's already the X.
Yeah,
box.
but why would he? Why would he care? He can just get Grok. He just creates what we call code learning algorithm in Grok, and he just builds his own games.
No.
Why would he give a shit? The only reason he would give a shit about it,
Yeah.
of course, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is that he will go after the particular IPs that Microsoft has.
Well, no. You know why he would care about it? Because it becomes a crime scene. Remember, we played a video where Jeffrey Epstein was the one who introduced loot boxing and all that stuff to video games.
No way.
Yes. So Elon would probably want to get control of Xbox and all the data behind it.
Do you think they'd be smart enough to actually delete all the incriminating evidence?
No, they wouldn't be. Think about it. All those chats. Remember, we already learned that terrorists and people.
They were chatting through the games.
Exactly. That's why he would. That's why Elon should buy it, to get all that data information. And since he's a military contractor, he would be able to get it and then legally give it over to the DOJ or prosecution or military intelligence. It becomes a crime scene. He felt really quiet.
Yeah, it's like it just blows me away how stupid people are.
Yeah. Let's see. The climate activist Al Gore compares the climate crisis to the abolition of slavery in a ABC News interview dated June 16, 2026. So this is even recent. Wow.
You say the climate crisis is a moral and spiritual issue, not a political one.
Yeah.
Do you still believe that?
Oh, absolutely. And I put it in the context of all of the other morally based challenges that humanity has confronted.
What you're hearing is, let's see, when did he start his bullshit? 2000? All right, so 26 years since then? Okay. So what you're looking at is a pivot, a pivot and turn, or whatever you want to call it, changing the goalpost.
Yeah.
After 26 years of his bullshit failing one bullshit at a time.
Yeah.
20
years ago. So 2006. 2006.
What? He wasn't he a VP in 2000?
Yeah, he was a VP in 2000.
Yeah, that's and didn't he start his climate bullshit back then?
I mean, he was sort of there, yeah. Yeah, let's go with 90s, 2000, yeah.
All right, let's just run it to 2000. So it's 26 years of failed bullshit.
Yeah.
people called it out. Banks
Yeah.
called it out.
Mhm.
Insurance companies called it out. You know, Mark Zuckerberg and all the millionaires called it out. How did they call it out? By buying beachfront properties. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all. That's all you have to go. You didn't have to go any further.
Good. I'll stop it there. That's it. Thank you to Memonology.
All right, what's this?
Later report: the deep state firing has begun within the intelligence community, per CNN. Hey George, you know how much the goalpost or how much the narrative has changed? Where the news or reporting would never say the deep state, right? They would not acknowledge that or point that out. Now it's being openly said the deep state, the entrenched bureaucrats.
Well, every time you watch the House committee or the whatever, the big meetings at the
show, the
has.
theatrics. It's a theatrics.
Yeah, you see every time that Nader or
Jerry Nader,
or Raskin or whoever is talking, and then all of a sudden, a lackey from behind them starts whispering in their ear.
Yeah,
that's the deep state.
That's the deep state. But here's the thing, George, that it's now being actively reported on. It's no longer, hey, you're crazy about the deep state. It's now just, hey, there's a deep state and they're being fired.
Yeah, what are they going to do? I mean, what are they going to do?
No. I'm saying how much has changed from when we started this to now, where before they were like,
no longer a conspiracy.
Exactly. It's becoming a fact now. And that's what we have to get clear of. It's like, when this thing's changing, you have to look at the little things before you can see the big things.
Yeah.
Oh, the White House, the next frontier of quantum innovation, quantum mania.
Quantum mania.
Man,
Quantum
Trump
mania.
is trolling Disney with that one. It's like, I'll make a better Quantumania movie than you will, and the people will love it.
It's going to be called Quantum of Solace.
Exactly. Eric, the Major League Baseball has backed down, declines to fine the Giants players after they wrote Bible verses on the LGBTQ pride caps. The players were neither fined or disciplined, nor will they ever be. Letter to Senator Josh Hawley. The Major League Baseball admits they screwed up, never backed down when defending the religious freedoms of Christians. A huge blunder by the Major League Baseball. If this even became an issue, Christians won't take it. When you have the DOJ and actual administration cracking down on enforcing the First Amendment, you see how toothless these corporation and companies are.
This is the thing about the whole thing that people should start to think about.
Yeah,
and it's not rocket science. So let's take it for what it is. Okay,
right?
It's very simple. Every time you go, and of course it's only in America. Forget Canada. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Every time somebody sits in front of a table and there's a lot of people asking that person questions, right? They ask a question, sir, how dare you do blah, 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 blah. And you go, hold on a sec. And then you pull out your pocket constitution and then you start flipping through it, lick your thumb a little. So you're actually being able to, crisp flip each page, and you can hear it in the microphone as the page gets flipped, right? And then say, well, you're going to answer the question. Go, hold on, sir. I'm just looking at my pocket constitution, so I'm able to accurately give you an answer. And then they wait, The time's ticking. You're not interested in answering. No, I am interested in answering the question, but I need to answer it with merit. Okay, hold on a sec. And then finally you find the passage in the Constitution, and then you go, aha, okay, yes, sir. Okay, so according to the Constitution, your question's bullshit, and I can't answer it or do what you're asking me to do because it is it goes against the Constitution. You're asking me to break the law. I believe that might be a crime, sir.
Huh.
You asking me to break the law. And they go like, okay, next question. And then, somebody asks the next question. Hold on, sir. And then you go through, your Constitution again.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Sir, I just, let's see. You asked me why didn't I delete or censor the person on X when they were talking about certain things. Okay, give me a sec. Let me see. Okay. See, according to the Constitution, your request is bullshit, and I can't entertain it. All right. Next question. I'm very happy to continue answering your questions. You know how quickly that entire 6-hour hearing is gonna go? If someone in the seat, it doesn't matter if it's the crazy left or the cuckoo right or the insane centrists. It doesn't matter who's in the seat in front of the House or the Congress, whatever, that's being asked questions, right? As long as they all pull out their pocket Constitution, and every time they're asked a question, they will just flip through the Constitution and refer to what the Constitution says, and then they form their answer like Jeopardy. I'm sorry, sir. It says here, what is, not gonna answer you. Or, I'm sorry, sir. According to the Constitution, this is what is, I'm not gonna break the law. It's literally that simple. Why can't people do that? Why can't they just pull out their pocket Constitution when they're being asked questions?
Because they were trained not to look at their Constitution. I got a pocket Constitution on my phone.
Yeah, that's your phone, right?
Yeah.
They can just say you can't look at your phone.
Yeah.
Can you put your phone down? Or that kind of stuff. Well,
yeah.
And then if you have a little pocket actual book, and it say, put the book down. That's I think that's a weapon, and I'm ordering you to put the pocket Constitution book down. Right? And if they're that crazy, then there's another step a little further that you can take, right? Instead of the phone, instead of the book, why don't you have the Constitution tattooed on your arms? There you go. All you do is just turn your arm to the your left arm to the right. You got half the Constitution, and then the other half of the Constitution on the arm on the left. And as they're talking to you and telling you what to do, you say, "Excuse me," as if you're looking to see what time it is. You go, "Okay, according to my forearm pocket Constitution."
So you're forearmed.
Yeah, you're forearmed. You bugger. I was going there.
I beat you to the line.
Yes, you did. I'm forearmed with a pocket Constitution.
Yeah. Well, then we'll leave it at this one right here. This is from Lynn P. again. Introducing something amazing.
Today we're in Dallas trying the famous Texas Twinkie. This is Hutchins Barbecue, and out the back they have a Texas Twinkie factory. The Twinkie makers make over 500,000 of these things a year. It starts off with a 17-hour slow-smoked brisket, which is diced, chopped up, and then stuffed into a cream cheese jalapeno, and then wrapped in bacon before being smoked off for 3 hours, grilled over fire, and then brushed off with a sweet and sticky glaze. Cheers!
I just want to go to America right now. Wow. I'm looking at Uber Eats right now.
Look at the inside.
And all the smokehouses are closed.
The creaminess of the cheese against the fattiness of the brisket, the fruitiness of the jalapeno, and then it's just held in by that smoky bacon, which is like a hug from your grandma. And don't even get me started on that sweet and sticky rib glaze. For $7, you don't beat this. NASA flew the first astronaut to space. These guys invented the first ever Texas Twinkie.
Oh, that's
I'm not
$7.
sure who's the bigger legend.
Twinkie?
Yeah.
Hold on a sec.
$70 for 10 of them.
According to my bank account,
too rich for your
I'll never make it past the border. and if I order something to be delivered to me,
yeah,
you'll never get past the border.
Exactly.
Was it the import people? Well, look, I go, Texas Twinkie, huh?
Texas.
Hey guys, who we got a smorgasbord here?
Interesting. All right. Thank you to everybody for joining us. Thank you to Blonde Goth Girl. Thank you to Lurkers and Bots. George, what's your final thoughts for tonight?
Hold on a second.
Yep.
Yeah, there was one story that we said that we're talking about, and it said, there's a follow-up to that story.
Right.
Did we actually follow up that story?
Which story?
I know, it's escaping me right now. What was the first couple of stories that we started off with?
Keir Starmer.
Keir Starmer.
He said there was a follow-up to that. I think that's the one you were talking about, because he was resigning.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He said, I will resign, as opposed to I have resigned, right, or I am resigning.
Yeah, and then we got to it because we're waiting for his Labour Party to choose the next leader.
Yeah, which is basically the same thing all over again.
Yeah, the the Rachel Maddow impersonator.
Yeah, the baton has been handed off to the same team.
Yes.
Racing team.
F1, they're going fast on Silverstone.
Oh, and by the way, that gay frogs joke during the show.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty good. But if you had done it in Alex Jones' voice, it would have been absolute perfection. Just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time, I will say it. George, the water.
Yeah.
The frogs.
Yeah.
It's making them gay.
Yeah. And let's see what else. Yeah, the Texas Twinkie. Yeah, that's.
It's a wonderful. All right, guys.
Yeah, life is good. Life is good.
Life is good.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. See you tomorrow for more. I'm pretty sure things are going to heat up.
Yep.
Not just the summer.
Yep.
I believe that together we can make America great again. I believe